I have now put out simple one-shot builds for all 5 of the characters in Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which are straightforward standalone builds, seeing the character perform well solo or in a group dynamic. Each character comes with a one-turn solution both for clearing the screen of all enemies and extreme single target damage as well. Whilst I've already done a very effective Phantom Stars build and an absolutely insane Corpeso maximum burn stacking build for Verso, this is once more very different, sending an inescapable barrage of void bullets, pelting the enemy into the Shadow Realm before following up with follow-up for death to follow them up. We've got no time to waste, let's jump right in so we can get to increasing your OP-ness. This build, like many others, revolves heavily around the weapon, blasting the opponent with very high damage void shots, massively chunking their HP totals away before we absolutely devastate them with a powerful follow-up. The weapon of choice is the hugely slept on Nosaram, which can be purchased from the gestural merchant Grauer in Renoir's drafts after you beat him in a fight to unlock all of the secret items available in his shop, boasting very good upper bracket base power, physical elemental, which is very important, and some really strong bonuses we're going to take advantage of with this free aim setup. The level 4 ability gives us double perfection gained on our free aim shots, so we'll be able to get to S rank super quickly and deal significantly more damage with all the shots, as we'll be going through the ranks twice as fast. The level 10 ability allows each of the free aim shots to break 2 shields instead of 1, which is neither here nor there, we're not really fussed about that, and the level 20 ability giving us 50% increased free aim damage, which is going to be absolutely huge. As ever, your attributes are very self-explanatory. The weapon primarily scales off agility and secondarily off luck, which you can allocate your attribute points into respectively for optimal damage. In terms of our skill setup, there is only really one that we are paying attention to, which is the fantastic follow-up skill, dealing medium single target light damage over 1 hit, increasing in damage for each free aim shot done this turn, up to 10 times prior to using it, costing 5 AP but reducing the cost down to 2 AP at S rank. Given how many free aim shots we're going to be doing, this is going to absolutely bang. You can also take Ascending Assault as a backup skill, which deals low single target damage over 1 hit, but uses the weapons element, which in our case is physical, but we're going to be turning that into void, also costing 2 AP at rank S, but really shouldn't be something that we need to use at all. For our Pictos, we're going to be going for high Lumina cost abilities, helping us to be more efficient with our Lumina points. I've gone for Double Mark, a 20-point Lumina, Energy Master, a 40-point Lumina, and Cheetah, another 40-point Lumina, instantly cutting out 100 Lumina points from the build. Feel free to copy these like for like, or if you spot anything slightly more efficient for the same amount of points, which maybe gives you more speed, feel free to use that instead. And finally, for the really juicy part, all of our Luminas. This is from a solo perspective. If you want to use it in a party, just swap out some of the corresponding skills. Accelerating Last Stand and Empowering Last Stand is going to start us off with Auto Powerful and Auto Rush. That will completely sort out our AP generation too, as Energizing Powerful, Energizing Rush, and Energy Master will take care of all of it. We'll be going for all sorts of shot-based Luminas here as well, like Augmented Aim, Accelerating Shots, Burning Shots, Marking Shots, Piercing Shots, and very importantly, Energizing Shots, which is going to be enormously impactful with keeping up the free aim machine gun, as many of the other AP generating tools like Rewarding Mark are single use per turn. Make sure you have Painter equipped, which will turn our physical damage into void damage, void being an element that no enemies are weak to, and all void damage completely bypasses all defenses. That's our AP generation and everything to make our shots really shine. All that's left are all the damage boosting Luminas. Setups like Auto Death and Survivor and At Death's Door, Burn Affinity with the burning shots, Confident Fighter, Greater Powerful, Glass Cannon, Immaculate, In Medias Res with Powerful Shield, Shield Affinity, Solidifying, Inverted Affinity, Last Stand Critical to have 100% crit rate, very important. Anything and everything that you've got to increase the damage multiplier. As these gains are exponential, they are cumulative, they make a huge difference for each one that you can add on. However, if you do not have every single one, it is not the be all and end all, do not panic. Instead, use what you can. It is far more important that you understand the principles behind the build, rather than necessarily using every single one of these Luminas per se. You may not have space for Exposing Attack and Greater Defenseless, you don't have to use it. I put Breaking sneaking attack and breaking shots in just for fun, just in case it comes up. It's not needed. And that's everything that we need for the build. The only thing left is for us to put it all together and put it into practice. Upon starting a battle, we'll get bukaki'd with a Lumina cocktail of damage boosting skills, juicing us up for what's to come. We'll be going straight into the free aim stance, allowing us to exercise our freedoms against the enemy, pelting them with an unrelenting barrage of powerful void rain, converted from physical damage over to void damage using the Painter Lumina, allowing us to rapidly increase imperfection all the way through the ranks. More shots at higher ranks equals higher damage, placing burn stacks as we go to activate burn affinity, double marking the target for additional damage on a bunch of shots. It really is an incredible amount of damage in just the free aim portion alone. Many enemies do have a weak point you can aim for, and I don't just mean the single use weak points that are very obvious. Try going for headshots, they tend to do a lot more damage. You're going to be able to keep up these shots for as long as you have AP after activating all of those single use per turn AP generation tools. If you have exposing attack in your setup, you can just do a regular base attack here. For me, this was putting the greater defenseless debuff on the opponent. You don't have to, you can go straight into follow-up. This is more than enough to take down most opponents. Because of the cumulative damage multipliers, it is more effective to attack first if you're going to get greater defenseless and a mark on top. But double follow-up is really good as well. It's your turn again, do the exact same thing. Bring forth an all-consuming, inescapable deluge of void rain down upon your poor unsuspecting victim. And then once you've rattled through nearly all of your AP, you need to make sure that you leave 2. We're going to go into Verso skills and use follow-up, which remember is at maximum power after 10 free aim shots, to just completely delete the enemy out of existence. This does a tremendous amount of damage, even more so if you've left a mark from your free aim shots, and will allow you to breeze through the hardest content in the game with ease. This setup is far more effective against a single target boss, rather than groups of enemies, which are the majority of opponents you do face in the game, but it can work with them too. You need a little bit of luck with how many shots you can get out, and ensure that you use your follow-ups wisely. The only caveat really is the opponent cannot absorb or nullify light damage for follow-up to work. Truthfully, it's not much of a caveat. Your void shots are doing so much damage anyway, that's going to take out nearly everything in the game. It's a solid build, you're going to be grand. And that is my Verso one-shot Nosaram Void Rain build. Exceptionally powerful and really unique. I don't think I've really seen anyone using a build with this weapon. Doesn't mean they haven't, of course people have, but I think it's pretty cool. Go send anything and everything into the abyss, into the Shadow Realm. As easy as 1, 2, 3, woo-wee, mon ami. I mentioned right at the beginning, but I've done one of these for each of the 5 characters. You may be interested in checking those out if you enjoyed this one. It's more of the same, really epic, mostly solo focused, whilst also having the malleability to apply these same core principles to a group dynamic. If you do enjoy my style of builds, I take a very similar approach to different games as well. Feel free to subscribe for more, but either way, until next time, for those who come after.